Long before the waterfall existed, before the sound of falling water filled the valley, there were two tribes living on opposite sides of the land. One tribe lived near the wide plains where the sun burned hot and the soil was dry. They were called the Aru. They were strong farmers, proud and stubborn. To them, land was life. The other tribe lived near the thick forest and rocky hills. They were called the Bella. They were hunters and river people. To them, water was sacred. Between the Aru and the Bella stood an ancient cliff, tall and sharp like a wound in the earth. Below the cliff flowed a quiet river, calm and narrow, as if hiding its strength. The two tribes had hated each other for generations. No one remembered how it started. Some said it was over land, others said it was over water. But the rule was clear. An Aru must never love a Bella must never cross an Aru land. Breaking this rule meant death. From the Aru tribe lived a young woman named Sora. She was known for her kindness and her courage. She carried water for the elders, sang songs at night, and believed the world could be softer than it was. From the Bela tribe lived a young man named Kato. He was a skilled fisherman, quiet and thoughtful. He spoke little, but when he did, people listened. They first met by accident. One evening, Sora followed the river farther than she ever had before. She was tired of the same paths and the same fears. As she knelt to fill her pot, she slipped and fell into the water. The current pulled her. She screamed. Kato heard her cry from the other side. Without thinking, he jumped into the river. He grabbed her hand and pulled her to safety. For a moment, they only stared at each other. They knew, by their clothes, by their markings, by the fear in their eyes, they were enemies. Sora stood up and stepped back, shaking. Kato raised his hands, showing he meant no harm. "I saved you," he said softly. She nodded. "I know." She should have run. He should have turned away. But neither did. They met again the next day, then again, always near the river, always watching for danger. They talked about small things at first, the weather, the birds, the way the river changed color at sunset. Soon they talked about bigger things. Sora spoke of her dreams of peace. Kato spoke of his wish to see the world beyond the forest. Love came quietly, not like fire, like water, slow, deep, impossible to stop. They knew the danger, but love made them brave and foolish. One night, Kato said, "Let us run away, far from the tribes." Sora looked at the cliff rising behind them. "They will hunt us. Then we hide. They will find us." They stayed. That was their mistake. A child from the Bella tribe saw them together and ran to tell the elders. The next morning, the river was silent. The tribes gathered on opposite sides of the cliff, armed and angry. Sora was dragged from her home. Kato was beaten and tied. The elders shouted, "This love is a curse! This love brings war! This love must end!" Sora cried and reached for Kato. "We did nothing wrong. We only loved." An elder raised his staff. "Love that breaks law destroys nations." The tribes argued over punishment. Some wanted them killed. Others wanted them separated forever. Then the oldest elder spoke. "They will be taken to the cliff," he said. "Let the land decide their fate." The crowd went quiet. Everyone knew what that meant. At sunset, Sora and Kato were led to the edge of the cliff. The river flowed calmly below, unaware of what was coming. They were allowed one last moment together. Kato held Sora's hands tightly. "I am sorry." Sora shook her head. "I would choose you again." The elder lifted his hand, but before the command was given, Sora did something unexpected. She stepped forward. "If our love is a curse," she said loudly, "then let it be a curse you never forget." She turned to Kato. "Do you trust me?" He did not hesitate. "With my life." They ran. Together. They jumped from the cliff into the river below. The tribes screamed. The river swallowed them. At first, nothing happened. Then the ground began to shake. The quiet river started to roar. Water surged, rising higher and higher. The river crashed against the cliff with terrible force. The cliff began to split. Stone broke apart. Earth groaned. From the place where the lovers vanished, water exploded outward, pouring endlessly over the broken cliff. By morning, the land had changed. Where the calm river once flowed, a massive waterfall now thundered down the cliff. The sound could be heard for miles. Mist filled the air like breath. The tribe stood in silence. Days passed. Weeks passed. The waterfall did not stop. Elders said the spirits were angry. Others said the land was mourning. One night, a woman from the Aru tribe dreamed of Sora. She saw her standing in the mist, smiling, her body made of water. The same night, a man from the Bella tribe dreamed of Kato, standing tall as stone, his eyes calm. The dream spread. People began to believe. They said Sora became the river, always moving, always giving life. They said Kato became the cliff, strong, unbreakable, forever holding her. Their love did not die. It transformed. The waterfall became a reminder of love stronger than hate, a reminder of rules that break hearts, a reminder that the land remembers everything. Over time, the tribes stopped fighting. They met at the waterfall to fetch water, to pray, to remember. No one married across tribes for many years, but no one forgot Sora and Kato, and when the sun sets and the mist rises, some say you can hear two voices in the sound of the falling water. One soft, one steady, still together, forever. Told by tales by Sora.